Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about leader skills. Yes, so ninth anniversary Gogeta Blue and Full Power Broly are coming again. They should be released like on the 29th or so, so we're like 5 days away. Whew, I need their details. I need to see what they're gonna do. Just a very, very exciting time. But excuse me, leader skills are gonna be very, very important for these two because like Broly, um, like he could be such a strong villain lead. We do know that the super bosses category is going to be a thing that was confirmed, and I mean he's going to be the leader for a new super bosses category team, right? I did do a video yesterday talking about what the super bosses team will likely look like, which is why I'm doing this video today. I wanted that one out first. So I think very clearly he's going to be a super bosses leader. I think we all know about this. Gogeta Blue though, keep in mind he is a Carnival LR, so he's only gonna likely have one category for a flat 200% leader skill. So I'm going to go ahead and we're gonna talk about Gogeta first. It'll be easier to kind of think about what category he's going to lead. Now he should be basically in all the categories that this Gogeta's on, except that he should also end up being on the Kamehameha category too. I don't think that this Blue Gogeta's on any other categories compared to this guy besides Kamehameha, which of course he has the Kamehameha team because of the fact that he does do the Kamehameha, but this guy's on Super Saiyan, so he's gonna have both because we know this guy does actually do the, it seems like it's the Gallic Kamehameha, because again the Gallic gun in the movie is yellow, right? It's a yellow Gallic gun rather than a purple one, which is what we're seeing him do. So that is indeed the Gallic Kamehameha. That should put him on the Kamehameha category, but we'll see for sure. Now, I think there's a lot of potential for this guy in terms of leader skill. I mean, straight up talking about Kamehameha, he could be just straight up a 200% Kamehameha leader, which would be drastically just crazy. This team has never gotten a 200% leader skill. And if we compare it to all his other teams, except for Time Limit, every other team here does have a 200% leader. Except, well, maybe Fusion does not. Fusion does not technically, but it's like Fuse Fighters at this point is a 200% leader, right? You know, Fuse Fighters. So I don't think this is like not something that's like needed, right? We have the Fuse Fighters team. Even like Time Limit, again, it's kind of like just a Fuse Fighters team, kind of, you know, with Super Saiyan 3 characters on there. So I don't know. My pick for this guy is Kamehameha 200%. I mean, this would be a cracked team, obviously. There's so many good units that would fit here. Kamehameha has not even gotten close to anywhere getting a 200% leader skill. Some alternatives. We just got a Super Saiyan's 200%. Transformation boost. I would like a villain to lead that next, to be honest. We do have Kale as a super class transformation boost leader. And, you know, I feel like we don't really need her to be that. Final trump card, I guess, could get one, but we just got one with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so I'm not sure if they would actually give another final trump card leader really so soon. And then powerful comeback, again, we got one this year with the 23rd World Tournament Goku, and I think he's a pretty good lead for that overall. So I don't know. Power Beyond Super Saiyan, we just got one with the LR Blue Vegito. Fuse Fighters. I guess Fuse Fighters 200% wouldn't be the worst. I think that would work out too. But again, Fuse is a Masu. I guess he was one, but I don't know. I think between these two, I guess, yeah, Fuse Fighters could definitely use one. A lot of people were saying superheroes, which is fair. I think superheroes could get a new lead too. It's been over a year since these two came out. They could easily give superheroes a lead too. So basically one of these three, I guess. But I'm really leaning towards Kamehameha since there's not any 200% lead for this. I mean, the only reason why they wouldn't give a Kamehameha like lead this year, I would assume we're gonna get like a 200% Kamehameha leader this year. It's been time, right? So that makes a lot of sense to me for Gogeta. Superheroes would be good too, but I don't think like if we're getting like another superheroes like character in part 2, which, you know, a lot of us are thinking Beast Gohan, then I think maybe he would be a more fit leader for this category team. Then Fuse Fighters, again, not necessarily a needed like addition, but would be cool to see, I guess. Like if he's Fuse Fighters, I think that's still a good team, but again, I'm gonna flat out say a Kamehameha is ideal. Then for Broly here, the thing about Broly is that he will hopefully have 3 leader skills, right? This full power Super Saiyan Broly, he should have the same teams as this guy. He's transforming into full power, so he should still be on the Super Saiyan team regardless. But what could he lead again? Again, we know he's leading Dragon Ball Super Bosses, right? Super Bosses, that's gonna be a thing. What else is he going to lead here? I'm assuming, again, a lot of people are probably gonna say like transformation boost, I'm thinking. And that could be good. If this guy does have big bad bosses in his kit, which is not impossible to think about him having big bad bosses, because if you take a look here at Broly, Chile, and Lemo, they do have big bad bosses. This existing Broly doesn't, and I would say it's probably safer to guess that he won't have big bad bosses, but you never know. If they want to, they can give him big bad bosses. They literally could give him big bad bosses. And no, we all joke around, you know, oh, Lemo's the big bad bosses guy. But let's be like completely straight honest here. It's obviously because of Broly. Broly is the reason this character has big bad bosses. He doesn't have it in the TUR though, but Broly is the reason this character does have big bad bosses, right? You know, it's Broly, right? And even then, it does still lead movie bosses here. Obviously, like he's a movie boss character. He should get big bad bosses, but you know, he doesn't. So hopefully that's the case this time. And then if so, transformation boost could be a really good team for him. Exploding Rage could be interesting. I think they could add Exploding Rage to his leadership if they wanted. And again, not necessary, but again, there's some good villains here on the Exploding Rage team. Maybe part of one of his 200%, he could like give a boost to like if he's transformation boost, right? He'll give a boost to Fusion Zamasu. LR Full Power Frieza could use A this year. You know, STR Broly, maybe he gets an easy A2 this year, who knows, right? Maybe we get a new Janemba this year. Super Boo would fit that team, right? There's a couple of Exploding Rage characters that would fit. LR Rose is actually on Super Bosses, so LR Rose would also get that Ejo Fusion Zamasu, right? Some of these characters, like the better villain characters in the game, like these Zamasu characters would fit if that's like a 200% portion of the leader skill, like the extra 30%. So that would be good. Movie bosses, he could maybe lead, but the only reason I'm saying probably no, it's because Hirudegarn just came out. Hirudegarn is a movie boss's leader, so I don't think they would have given Hirudegarn this movie boss's leader skill if Broly was also going to lead it. Not that he can't, but I think it'd be a little odd, right? Full power also is an option, right? There's a lot of villains on this full power team. We never really had a villain full power leader besides this existing Broly, right? And you know, the old one did lead full power, so that'd be fine. It's not possible to imagine him leading Pure Saiyans, but I doubt it. Miraculous Awakening could be interesting, but there's like no villains on here. So I don't know. I'm thinking like, again, like transformation boost, full power, and then super bosses. Then make Exploding Rage and maybe even movie bosses, the 200%. I think that would be pretty good. Yeah, transformation boost, full power, and super bosses and movie bosses, Exploding Rage, get the 200%. That would be a good team, I think, overall. That would give a lot of villains are on movie, a lot of transformation boost characters are on movie bosses, etc., etc. And I don't know. I mean, if they want to give them super bosses and movie bosses together, that works too. But transformation boost, I think, could be good. Again, as long as I give this guy big bad bosses, like, again, I didn't make a video talking about links, but you know, if he has like Super Saiyan, big bad bosses, even Nightmare, Shocking Speed, Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, let's say it's like that, right? In terms of links, that would end up working quite well, I'm thinking. So hopefully that is the case, but we can only have to wait and see for his link set specifically. Now, one last thing I do want to bring up. They did introduce the Easy Ace for these type characters. I feel like it wouldn't be out of the question if these type characters somehow ended up on the leader skills of one of these two. So again, I mean, if we're talking about transformation boost, full power, and then super bosses, I mean, super bosses hit would be on, transformation boost, Cell would be on as well. So like, if it's like transformation boost and he's tech, then it's like this Cell, you put him on the team, then put LR Fusion Zamasu on the team, and then if he has big bad bosses and Nightmare, that could be like good. Like this Cell could just be thrown on the team and he could actually work really, really well there. That could be a good thing. Again, hits. If Broly's STR, you get another STR character on here. Hits. You know, I guess Shocking Speed will probably be the only link that they share, but you know, Hit is a very strong 50% support character with a greatly stacking defense, right? He's a good character that could fit that team. So that could be good. I don't think Roto's on any teams that would fit Broly. I see, no, not Roto. Vegeta could fit if Broly leads Pure Saiyans, but they don't actually share any other team besides Gifted Warriors, which Broly could lead Gifted Warriors, I guess, but I kind of don't want that because it's really just Vegeta's, Piccolo's. I mean, well, oh, well, my voice cracked. Oh my god, y'all heard that? Oh my goodness, I'm, oh, that's crazy. Well, he could lead. I guess it's not that bad. I guess it would work out, honestly, if you Gifted Warriors. Sure, Ma Junior's on here. Actually, yeah, Ma Junior is on here. Okay, so wait, Gifted Warriors over Full Power, and then Transformation Boost. Yeah. Wait, oh yes, that's what they should do. Yeah, Gifted Warriors, Transformation Boost, and Super Bosses, and then make these two still the 200%. Yes, and then you could also get Vegeta here. You will have Cell here. You will have Hit here. You have the 3 of the 50%, 4 of the Extreme Class 50%. The only one that wouldn't fit here is Roto, but he's a loser. GG Bosses, right? So you can get 4 of them on here. Then he could basically be any type. Oh, that could be good. And you also will get Ma Junior there. That'd be like the ultimate villains team, dude. Oh, that would be sick. Because even Hirudegarn is on Transformation Boost. Like this team, you'll have Fusion Zamasu, you'll have Hirudegarn, you'll have Agio Zamasu, you have 4 of the 50% supports, you have Ma Junior on the team, you know, Ingoku Black could potentially be interesting against the new Superclass content. Baby as well. Golden Frieza is still a good character. That would be a crazy villain team. Even Evil 21 is really good. And then if you need, you could throw some Superclass characters here that could work as well, right? Broly wouldn't even fit the team. Oh, okay, yeah, that is that would be nasty. Gifted Warriors, actually, I underestimated you. I did not respect your game. Okay, I see you. That'd be good. That would be really good. And Vegeta also has Big Bad Bosses, so again, if they give him Big Bad Bosses a Nightmare or Brutal Beatdown, even, you know, Saiyan Warrior Race, even if he keeps Prodigies, right? You know, that could be really interesting. There's also the slight possibility that they give types in the leader skill. Like, what if Broly is like, again, tech type, but then he gives like extreme tech, key 3 and 150% stats, right? You know how like the Vegito and the Zamasu give like extreme class and super class those stats? What if he does that just for a specific typing, right? That could be interesting. And then what if Blue Gogeta gives, like, what if instead of a 200% like leader skill, he gives 200% like a category team? What if he gives 200% to Super AGL and then like Super Int, like, and then it's like a type coverage thing where it's like you run mono, AGL, and Int as typings compared to just the one category? That could be an interesting thing because of the fact that the 50% supports exist. And I could see, we'll see if they want to make their influence on these teams a lot bigger, right? We'll have to wait and see what their details are, but that's enough for my part of the speculation. Again, I did obviously ask the question here on Twitter, and I always like reading these Twitter responses, seeing what the community thinks to spark even more discussion, right? You know, I love discussing about Dokkan. Fuse Fighters 200% or Superheroes 200% would possibly be better, okay? Super Bosses, yeah, Gifted Warriors and Movie Bosses, 70% plus 30% to Transformation Boost Full Power, yeah. I would probably even change Movie Bosses to Transformation Boost because we just got one. And then that would be a crazy leader skill, man. Oh boy. Yeah, Super Bosses, Full Power, Movie Bosses, and Gifted. Okay. Bro said all 4? You know what? I'm down with that. And then give the 30% to Pure Saiyans, Exploding Rate, and Transformation Boost. Then Superheroes and Fused Fighters, Key 3 and 200%. Yeah, my thing with Carnival LRs that I really hate is that they only lead one team. Make them lead 2 teams. One team feels really restricted, especially now. Even if it's a flat 200%, I think they should start giving these Carnival LRs 2 categories in the leader skill. And I've been talking about that for in other videos for a while. I haven't brought it up too much recently, but I think that would be very, very great to see. 2 category, like, what's called 2 categories in the leader skill is what I'm trying to say. Would be very awesome. I'd be done with this. This would be a good team. Broly should be Super Bosses, Transformation Boost, and Exploding Rage. 30% would be Movie Bosses and Super Saiyans. Gogeta, please be Superheroes or Kamehameha. I agree with that one. Broly is not on legendary existence, so you would not be able to lead that, unfortunately. Though legendary existence isn't really that great of a team, to be honest. So 200% superheroes, maybe Fuse Fighters. Gogeta 200% superheroes would go with Fuse Fighters, but you're thinking superheroes better. Again, we also want to consider part 2 as well, right? Part 2. I'm assuming like if we got like a Dokkan Fest LR Beast Gohan, I think him leading superheroes makes sense to me. You know, more than Blue Gogeta, maybe even, because Blue Gogeta has other teams that could get a team, but you could also argue Beast Gohan has other teams that could really use a new leader too. So Broly, super bosses, movie bosses, exploding rage, 170%, full power, transformation boost, 30%. Okay. Counteractive power from Gogeta, and then power of loss for Broly. Category names. So like just as new categories. We did already get confirmation for Broly in category, but in terms of like categories, the issue is these could be so vague. That's the issue with categories like this. It's just that with them being so vague on what it's going to be, it's like there's gonna be characters that they feel should be included that, you know, we don't, or even vice versa. We feel characters should be included and they don't, and it's just unclear about what characters fit there and why, and there's gonna be just inconsistencies. They've shied away from that, which is good, right? That's a good thing that they shied away from these categories like rapid growth. Like, what is, like, come on, what is that supposed to? That's like everyone, right? It's just like, okay, right? You didn't hear. They could be a 200% leader to whatever, but you'd like to see them have a mini new king leader skill. So 1 to 3% attack / defense per type orb key sphere at the ends. That could be really nasty. Numbers would get super high, especially with new characters, and that would fit the 200%, not the 60% supports, like them orb changing. That would like fit that quite a bit again. So like if Broly leads transformation boost and he's tech, give him this cell right here, creating the tech orbs, the full orb of tech key spheres, could be just nasty. And even in general, changes tech key spheres, things could get very nasty very quickly with those 50% supports. So I'm not 100% sure, but this would be sick. That would be pretty cool. Probably it would just be 1 or 2%, honestly. 3% might be a bit much, because like 3% and then you count 23 orbs on the field. Like, is 1% too much? Because I guess 1% wouldn't be too bad, right? Because it'd just be like at most 23% extra stats on the leader skill, which wouldn't be too busted. But if we consider 3%, that can be another 70% of the leader skill, and that would be a pretty big jump. And even 23% would be a pretty big jump there. But at least you're not always going to get the full field, right? But like, even if you get like with 3 and you get like 10 key spheres, that's extra 30% already, which was the jump between the pre 200% and then post 200%, because they used to just be 170. So I think 1 to 2% probably makes the most sense to me. Yeah, Gogeta, you hope to leave the gay butt sex category. Well, me too. That'd be pretty sick. Broly, full power, super bosses, and exploding rage, and then move bosses and transformation boost. And yeah, Gogeta, Fuse Fighters, found trump card. I'm thinking if Gogeta was leading 2 teams, Kamehameha and Fuse Fighters. Just make a busted team. Yeah, Kamehameha and Fuse Fighters, or Kamehameha and just Fusion, I guess, if they want to pair them together, because Fusion by itself is not that great, right? You know what I mean? Honestly, it's like this guy. It's like all the good Fusion units are in Kamehameha, but you know, that's if they want to do that. That'd be okay with me. I don't know. I would want actually good categories. So yeah, final trump card work too, but we just got one, so superheroes, Broly with super bosses. I mean, that makes sense. If Broly gets super bosses, it makes sense with Gogeta getting superheroes, because they're like kind of back and forth like that. 200% found trump card, or maybe Realm of Gods. I mean, Realm of Gods. Who leads Realm of Gods? Fusion Zamasu, Int Resurrection F Blues. I mean, Sure, that's fine. I think that works out. That definitely works out. Let's take a look at a couple more here. Broly, 170% super bosses, movie bosses, transformation boost, 30% to explosion power, and then explosion of anger, sorry, and full power. 200% to fierce battle. That would be pretty OP. Alright, super bosses, transformation boost or full power. Key 4 and 170%. That'd be good, actually. Plus an additional 30% to characters who belong to Pure Stains or Exploding Rage. And then extreme class allies still get that 3 key and 150%. That'd be a very busted leader skill still, so I would love that. Thoughts on Gogeta? Broly would maybe be super bosses, Exploding Rage, and either transformation boost or full power, or no, power beyond Super Saiyan. 30% to Pure Saiyans and movie bosses or full power. Think like more preference than a likely possibility. You can see Gogeta leading 20% to superhero. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good thought. So that's it. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the leader skills. Raiden's idea was very interesting. That could be pretty cool to see. But you know, I think in general the other leader skills, there's a lot of interesting combinations that can be done. So let me know what you guys are thinking. There be anything unique you would like to introduce to these leader skills? Which, if it's gonna be like any time during the year, it's during Worldwide and Anniversary. Which last Worldwide they did add the extreme class buff, so I could easily, again, my thought, if they're gonna add something, it's gonna be like the certain types get a buff. Even if like 3 key 160% to extreme physical or extreme AGL, whatever type it is. I think Gogeta, if he's like tech or in like extreme, like, or super AGL or something like that, like whatever, you know, you guys get the point there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.